Hi, I'm Daps. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm super excited to have you join me in this one. In this one, I want to walk you through the ultimate add-on for Elementor. It's an add-on plugin for Elementor that will help you supercharge your Elementor-based WordPress website. In my opinion, I believe every Elementor website deserves this plugin. And I'll show you that real quick. So without further ado, I think we should get started into these tutorials already. So right on my screen here is unlimitedelementor.com. I will leave a link to this in the video description for you to be able to come here, and you can see Elementor widgets, template, and blocks all in one place. And if you scroll down their website, you will see quite a number of things stand out with impactful design. You can say that you can use this with your Elementor. You have pre-built website to save you time. You can also copy your Elementor design from one domain to another. Just go down there, use the UAE copy, and then use the UAE paste on the other website. Super awesome stuff here. Keep your website fast loading. Just load whatever it is that you need. Fantastic. This would also help your SEO, and that's fantastic. This plugin is a freemium. It has the free version and also the paid version. You can just come here to see all the widgets that you're going to have. Maybe I'm going to show you that really inside of Elementor, but if you come to pricing, like I did told you that you have the free version and also the paid. So whatever you see here is the pro version. Will show you both plugin and what you can do with the two, and when you might need to have the pro. For the pro, you can see that for you to have an annual license with just one website, you can just pay $49 for that. I would not advise that you invest in the ultimate add-on pro. Really, what I would advise people is to invest in the essential toolkit. That's what I have. You just need to pay $79 for you to have everything here. The 50 Elementor widget, 200 block section, everything. White labeling option. This is quite very fantastic if you are building website for your client and you're selling. But you'll be having more to this is their premium starter template and also Astra Pro. And these two extra features is going to blow your mind away. And that's not really everything though. So if I come to my Brimstone Force account, you can see that I have my essential toolkit here. I have the Astra Pro, like stated. I have the premium starter template. I have Spectra Pro, then the ultimate add-on for Elementor, like I told you, and also ultimate add-on for Beaver Builder. But we're going to work with the ultimate add-on for Elementor in this tutorial. So this is everything you're going to get if you invest in the essential toolkit. And I think that's value for money, rather than just buying this for $49 for one site license. Trust me, you'll get value for money to buy the essential toolkit. I'll leave the link to essential toolkit in the video description. You might want to check that out. I'll also leave a coupon code there just in case you need to get this at a way cheaper price. That's me saying thank you. I appreciate the support too as well that you can give to me. So you can also switch to a lifetime plan, and you can switch to a number of websites that you want to install these on. So for a lifetime, just pay once off. Essential toolkit is $399, and for ultimate add-on pro is $199. And for their business toolkit, with us other stuff there like Sure Feedback, Sure Writer, AutoKit Pro, Cat Flows, ZipWP, Skilljet Academy memberships. You get all of them literally with this plan for $599 one-time fee. That's a bargain, trust me. And then you can scale up if you want to have it for 10 websites, 1,000 websites. For 1,000 websites, this is just scaling down to $899 one-time fee. That's crazy. Oh, fantastic stuff here. So that's it for this. So now, without further ado, let's come back here and then let me show you what you can do. So on this WordPress website here, I have a default Elementor Astra theme installed here. So Astra Elementor, and I just designed a random template, beautiful template, which is one of their starter templates. Is enough for you to start. And if you really want to take it a step higher, then like I told you, essential toolkit to give you access to Astra Pro and also their premium template for you to be able to customize things for that. But one of the things that is not too good when you use this, especially the free, is that you can edit this page right now. If I edit it, you have access to all the page, but you will not have access to customizing the header and also your footer. So if we come back to the back end of this website, if we come to Astra and we come to dashboard, I'm going to show you some things real quick again here. So if you come to Astra, you can see that you have option for site builder and also using their Spectra page builder, which is fantastic, right? So if you come here, you would see that you have access to just a few things from the quick settings here. So if you want to do more with Pro, you have to come to upgrade. Like I did told you, the essential toolkit will give you everything. And then you can customize Astra theme without limitations. So if you want to edit with if you want to customize your header and your footer, you have to use Astra header and footer builder. And if you click this customization button, it takes you to the native WordPress customization for you to have access to your header and footer. This is a lot limiting in case you want to take your own header and then customize it yourself. So if you come here, you can see you can just click into the header, and this is everything you have in terms of customization for the header. You can come back here, your site logo, your button menu, transparent header, which is not really too bad. But again, you might not even be using Astra theme and you're using Hello Elementor or maybe another even theme that will not even give you access to have headers and footers like Astra will do. Astra is a lot generous in my opinion, but again, you may still want to have more, and that is where the ultimate add-on for Elementor comes to play a significant role. So if I want to edit my logo, my menu, and customize this here using Elementor, then I can do that using the ultimate add-on. So let me show you how that works real quick. So if we come back here, let's come to the plugins. I think I have the plugin installed here already. So you can see I have ultimate add-on for Elementor Lite, which is the free version. Let's activate this. So once we do this, you will see that we now have a section here for UAE, and then this gives us access to our header and footer. It was formerly called the header and footer plugin, now called the ultimate add-on for Elementor. This plugin has been very famous to help you build custom headers and footers for Elementor. You would not know how super important this is. For me, I've used this plugin many years because I find myself in situations where I'm designing websites for certain clients and they tell me, yes, design this thing with Elementor, use whatever plugins you want to use, but make sure that you are not using premium plugin that will cost me licenses that I renew. So when you have client like that and you want to build a website with Elementor, you want to use the free version, but you know the free version of Elementor don't give you access to customize the headers and the footer. And that's where this plugin plays a significant role. Let me show you, and at the free you have access to this. Quite fantastic. So let me show you how you can build headers and footers using this plugin before we go pro, and then we can see exactly what we can do. For right now here, let's just try to build a header. Let's just call it header, and then you can come to your template type here, and then you can select header, but you have other options here too as well, like before footer and also footer, and then custom blocks. So you can still build custom blocks that you can use site-wide as just more or less like a template. That's super awesome. So let's stick with header, and you can display this on probably the entire website, or all singular, or all archives, or you can use special pages like the 404 page, search page, blog page. You can come down here. You can also have this on all your posts or all your pages or floating element. Fantastic. And you can select special target like taxonomies or pages. Oh, this is detailed targeting, and I love this. But for this tutorial, let's just stick to the entire website. And if you do that, you can still add some exclusion rules. So for example, you can add this on the entire website, but except certain pages, maybe a particular page on our website, but I will leave this as is. And you can also add user rules. You can select that based on that. So this can display for maybe all users that are logged in or that are logged out, or maybe for even advanced, which is administrator, editor. You can see this. So you can easily use this to build a membership website and select certain rules for people who are logged in. Maybe now that have special menu like their dashboard pages and some other pages that you want to make exclusive for members alone. fantastic use case, right? So that's also very possible. So that's it. Everything you want to do from here. You can also come down to custom fields and select that here, and you have your default settings here. If you're very comfortable with Astra, you will know all of these things in terms of your container settings, and then you can publish this menu, and that's it. So if you now really want to edit what your menu look like, you can then now edit this with Elementor. From here, you can begin to build your site header. So if I come to maybe my page right now, for example, let's come back here. You see, I still have my menu here. If I refresh this, my menu is gone. That's it. So we can now design a brand new menu inside of Elementor to replace the old menu. And I think that's awesome. So I'm not sure I want to build a new menu here, really, but super simple and easy to build another header right now. Not necessarily menu, but header. So you can do this. And from here, I can just maybe build more containers here inside if I really want to have full control over my widget spacing. But this one, I can just make this horizontal. And from there, you can maybe search in. And you can see now for our site logo, we have this free to use inside of the UAE. You can see that. And I have Lumira now here. So you can see I can now customize this however I want. I can play with the size inside of Elementor. I can build more stuff here if I want to. So for example, let's just use navigation menu. And then I have this one here for me to use as well via UAE, which I will not get using the free Elementor page builder, which is fantastic. But there's still something you get with the Pro, which is the advanced navigation menu. I'm not sure if I'll be able to touch on that here. But you can see now I have my header here. So I can begin to build and build and build however I want to. I can select my spacing. I can play around with however I want this. I can set this to the center. I can maybe spread this evenly. I can do this. Quite a number of things I can really do to customize my header here. And I think this is amazing, right? I can publish my header. Oh, super awesome. And then I can come to my website page here and I can refresh this. That's it. My menu is now here. Now inside of Elementor, I have full control. And I can do this also for my footer too as well. I can go on and build. This is super awesome from the Ultimate Addon, and this is one of the things you get when you use it in the free version. So if I click this here, and then since we don't have the Pro widget, let's close this. Also the general, let's close this too as well. So if you scroll down here, you can see the Ultimate Addon here and see all the widgets we have here. We have the copyright, retinal logo, navigation menu, the site title, page title, site tagline, site logo, search, breadcrumb, post info cards, fantastic stuff here. And then we now begin to have the Pro element here for us to use. And for the Pro version of this, there are quite a number of things you can do here. Let me show you. It will blow your mind. So coming back here, you can see if you really want to see everything that is locked up in the Pro, you can just view all here. And then you will begin to see all of them here. There are quite a number of them. I really can't mention them all. You can see them. There are quite a number. And it's fantastic. Let me show you the amazing things you can do here. So let's install the Pro real quick. So if I come to the plugin, let's come to install plugin. Since I have the Pro version installed here, let me just activate it. So in your case here, if you have not used it before, you can come to your license here and pop in your license. You can see my license is active because I have my license already added here. So I'll close this down here so I can just easily come to my settings from here. It takes us back to the dashboard. And now from here, you can see that I have everything locked open for me to use. Super awesome, right? So now let's come to pages. Let's come to add it. Or let's come to all pages. I don't want to add a new page. Where is our home page? This is our home page here. Let's just use this for tutorial purpose. Let's edit this in another page, another tab rather. All right, so we can now start building things. So let's say that we want to have more control over the call to actions here. Start living your healthiest life. Let's say we want to give them more options beyond just living a healthy life. We want them to have a happy life. We want them to have a fun life, different type of life. This is just for tutorial purpose, right? So now let's see how we can supercharge this right now using the UAE Pro. Let's close all of this. Ultimate add-on, you can see this is the free now. It has now been separated from the pro, so this is good. So right now you can see we have a lot we can work around here, but let's just work with the fancy heading. Let's bring that here, and you can see we can begin to do a lot here. Let me just play with the style first. So for the text color, let's use the theme color. Let me just use something like this. All right. So you might, in your case here, want to play with the header or the size. Maybe I should just make this a lot bigger too as well. Something like this. So this one says start leaving your. So let's copy this. And let's come back here and then let's try to redo this. Let's come to adding text. It says I am. So let's change this to start leaving your. So instead of LDS live right now, let's have the after should be live, something like this, right? So now instead of creative here, I can just leave this one just for tutorial purpose, but I can start first with LDS live. So you can see that start leaving your LDS live, your creative live. So I can just take this out and delete this. So I now have something new here. So I can still play with the height of this. I can style this. All right. So my line height, this is good. So that's it. You can see that start living your passionate life, and whatever it is life that you want them to live. And I think this is amazing. So let's say that with the call to action here is book an appointment, but we want to have multiple buttons there. Let me show you another thing you can still do here using the ultimate add-on. So if you come down here, you can see from here, if you scroll down, we have a place here for multiple buttons. So we can easily just drag this right here. So you can see instead of just having just one call to action, you can have two. And then you can design this. Also for this, I didn't even get to mention that you have different precept for this. So this is the default one. Let's just go to precept 1. You can see this is changing colors, but this is going up. You can see we can still come back to still play back with the colors. And then for precept 2 as well, you can see this. You can see how that is turning out. Cool stuff there. So you can see this one have this blue line there. So you can see this is amazing. You can just come to your style to change this to your color. I think this is beautiful, right? So I'll just leave that as is, but you get the idea. Play around with that till you are comfortable with what you want. For your button too as well, you can also still switch between that. So you can see this, enroll today, and then learn more. You can also still play with maybe precept 2, so you can see that. So you can customize this. You want to have this one here. I think I like this. One has like a button, one has like a text. And then you can come to your buttons. You can see you can still even add more buttons here. Let's say, for example, we want to make this 3. I can duplicate any of the buttons here or just add a brand new one entirely. But let's just say I want to maybe duplicate this. And you can see I have extra here, which is cool. But I'll just delete this. And for the button here, I can easily just click into them for me to be able to maybe add a link or add an icon in case I want to. Very awesome there. And I can go and come to style the button appropriately for me to be able to maybe change this to white or whatever color I want to. And then I can easily just take out this since I now replace them with this. And I think this is super cool, right? So let's still come down here. Let's see what we can do. I don't know why this is loading. I can want to take this out. This is a booking form. Let's say I want to add a video there, an explainer video, for example. You can say that, yeah, videos are common. You have videos in the basic Elementor widget, but okay, fine. Let me show you the two, and let me show you the difference between what you can do with that. So this is the free Elementor video widget here. So let's just say that I want to play with a YouTube video basically, and from source here you can see that you can work with videos, YouTube on the free version, Vimeo daily motion, video press, self-hosted, which is fantastic, right? But yeah, let me just paste a link to any random video on my YouTube channel there for you to be able to see that, so you can see fantastic stuff. Beautiful, does the magic, right? And then I still have some settings here like autoplay, like mute, loop, player control, which is set to show. I can turn that off if I don't want people to have control over the player, which is fantastic, right? And there's still a lot of things I can do here, like I can turn in lazy load for this video, fantastic, and I can add an image overlay so that the image is what loads first, and then once somebody hit the play button, then the video loads, which would increase your speed, right? Fantastic. So this is awesome. But let me show you what you would get. Let's close this. If you come back here to the ultimate add-on, and where's the video player? So if we come back here to video, and let's just add this here, and let's see the difference. So from here to the video type, I can work with YouTube, Vimeo, Wistia, Bunny.net, and also self-hosted, which is cool, right? So let's paste the link to my YouTube channel here. And from there, you can begin to see a few difference in changes. Let me just take this out. I don't like the way I'm saying it load. From here, good. So let me show you the customization options we have inside of this one. So I can play with my aspect ratio, fantastic. So let's imagine that this is supposed to be like maybe a real format of video. I can work with that here. And then I can open this up in a light box, fantastic. I can autoplay this, but that's not everything. I don't want to waste so much time here. But one of the things that you can do more with this is that you can have control over more like the thumbnails and overlay. But don't let me go into that. Let's just go to the button here. You can see this button here by default. This is where it is. I can choose another logo for my button. I can find the YouTube Play logo like this. And I can use an image in case I want to use a separate image, maybe with my own brand color for my buttons. You can see that here. And I can just switch back to default, just something like this, which is cool, right? That's not everything here. You can also have this video sticky. You can imagine this. Enable sticky video. Let's just turn this on. You will see the effect right now. Let's close this for a few seconds. So if I scroll up like this out there, so you can see the video is now set to sticky, which is super, super cool. If this video is a video that I really do want them to watch because I believe it will increase my conversion. That's fantastic. So you can see that video is sticky there and it's back here once we are here. That's a lot different. And again, that's not everything you're going to get with this. You can play around with that to see how that works. And the next thing you can still do here is your YouTube subscriber bar. This changed the game for me. You can see that from here, you can easily put your channel ID here, and then just not the video alone. People can watch your video, they love your video, and they can subscribe on all your website or anywhere you have embedded your video. And I think this is super, super awesome. You would not know how much this can help you increase your subscriber count. No one is really going to watch your video outside of YouTube, maybe on your website. And then, except of course, if that video is extremely very good, is when they just click to go to YouTube to subscribe to you. But to have this call to action here is fantastic. So this is how this is able to change the game for you. And there's still quite some options here, like your video schema, which would be a lot helpful for you. If you are trying to rank this video, you can put the title, you can put the description, you can put the thumbnail, you can do that to help this video rank better. And I think this is super, super awesome. So any day, I'm going to pick this one over this one. You be the judge if you're going to pick that over this. And that's what you get when you invest a little more to have something more that can supercharge your website. So there are quite a number of things you can still do with the Ultimate Addon Pro. Another one that tickle my fancy is the before and after slider. Let's say for this section here, I want to add maybe an image slider that shows before the nutrition plan and after the nutrition plan, which is very, very important, right? So I can easily just drag that here and I can bring that image here. So beyond just this lame picture, I can give them two pictures that shows results of what product is. So I can just use media, or I can even use a link. So for media, which is most likely what I want to play around with right now, let me just find an image. This is random really, but nothing really special. I'll just pick this image here as before, and then you can play around with the image resolution. Most likely I want it to be full before the label is called before. You can say before the class or after the class. You can call it whatever it is that you want to call it. So this would be good for before. And then we can come to after and then add another image for them to see exactly what the result will be after the product, which is good. So let me just use a random image for this. That's it there. You can play more with the orientation, you can play more with the comparison handle and other things there. But let's see what we have right now. So if we close this, so you can see this is before and this is after. Anybody can come here and just swipe to the right or swipe to the left to see the result. And I think this is amazing. This will speak more than a million words trying to tell people what the value of your product or your services are. So that's another awesome thing that this will do for you. So let's delete this altogether, and then feel free to customize this however you want to. I just love what I'm doing here. Again, there's still a few things that tickle my fancy using this plugin. If you scroll down here, I think it will be the modal pop-up button. I love that so much. I love to use that. But there are quite a number of things here. Okay, this is the modal pop-up, even timeline. Just imagine if you want to build a timeline. This is fantastic. You can easily drag that into any of your page, and you can see this. You can start building a timeline. You can see that is scrolling down. As I'm scrolling, you can see this. You can also still work with more presets here, like preset 1. Let's see how that works. You can see that. Let's go with preset 2. Awesome. Let's see 3. Awesome. Let's go 4. I like this. You can see this is having more like a calendar, which is awesome. Let's go to preset 5. Let's see what we have there, and the last one. This is also cool too as well. Whichever one you pick is fantastic. You can still style them however. So for example, if I really do want to use this on this website with this theme, I'll probably want to change this background. I really don't like this color here. It's not giving me the vibe. I would love this to be transparent so that it picks the background color here. But again, style this however you want to. Super easy thing to do. You can just come down here. You will see the layout. You can come to your spacing, the timeline items. From here, you can begin to work with your headings. You can see the background color. This is where you change things. You can just work with the theme color, maybe something like this. What I will just do is just make this transparent completely, like I said. And that's it. For description color, you might want to change this from white now, maybe to something darker so that I can pop a little more. You can see that. Awesome. For the connector, I can also still play with this. You can see this here. I can work with the line color, which is this. I might want to maybe use something like this, right? Super awesome. So you can style this however you want to, and I think this is good. So you can see the color just going down there, and you can add more timeline to this. So if you come to your content, and you come to maybe general, okay, timeline items rather, and you can just duplicate this again, and it just keeps going down like that. Oh, super awesome. And you can see this is super cool. Like I did told you, what I love again is their modal pop-up. I think that's the last thing I want to talk about here. This is a fantastic plugin. Trust me, if you don't have this on your Elementor WordPress website, you are missing out on a lot. So for this button right now, quite similar to this, right? We can start this to look exactly like this, but what this will do for you is that this can light up anything for you. For this, if you come to your content type, you can open a photo at the click of that. You can open a video embed code, save section. You can also do YouTube, like I did told you earlier. I showed you that. Let's put my YouTube video there. And then you can also still change this from click me to whatever text you want to put that. But let's do this. And you can see my video is just popping up right there. super awesome. Let's say that you want to pop in maybe a section. Let me look for a place there, maybe something like this. So let's come here, let's right click on this and let's save as a template. I can just say test, right? Let's save this. Let's close this. For us to be able to pop this up, let's just publish this first because we'll need to refresh this page for this to be able to see that. Let's refresh the page. All right, so now let's go down to where we have our button. So from here, let's just click into this. Instead of YouTube right now, let's switch this to a saved container. And from there, we can now see test, right? So let's close this up and let's click this. So you can see that we can style this further, increase the width so that this would align properly like we would want to. That's also very, very possible. So if you come to your modal pop-up here, this is set to 500 pixels. You can increase that however you want to. That's literally up to you. So if we close this right now and then we do this, so you can see this is looking more like it, right? Super cool. And then I can close this up. Awesome stuff here. I can go on and on about how this can supercharge your Elementor WordPress website. And this is us using this with the free version of the Elementor. And trust me, if you have all of these widgets here, would you really consider or miss anything if you are not using the Elementor Pro? Yeah, in most cases, I'm extremely comfortable using this plugin with the free version of the Elementor. It's just enough. In some cases where I might still need the Elementor Pro might be when I want to have full control over the theme builder. I want to probably have access to beyond my header and footer. I want to have custom design of my 404 pages, of my archive pages, of my single pages. I want to build loop builders. I want to do quite a number of other cool, awesome stuff. And again, if you are in that space, you might still want to consider something much more, which I find a lot very fantastic. Let me come back to my WordPress dashboard. I did told you earlier, if you come to Astra, you can see that Astra now have an option for site builder that does exactly the same thing, giving you the access to building your header, footer, hooks, inside, single, 404. I did a detailed tutorial not long ago about that, showing you how you can use Astra and Spectra just exactly like the way you will use Elementor. You can use their loop builder, the dynamic. You can have display conditions, so you can display certain widgets for people based on their user state or user roles. Awesome stuff there. That is mind-blowing. You can now use container inside of the default Gutenberg page builder, just like Elementor, exactly like Elementor. Give that a try. That might be everything you need, and you have access to that if you invest in the essential toolkit. Ultimately, like I told you, the toolkit is the bomb. You might not need the Elementor Pro anymore if you have the essential toolkit. Whether or not you want to use Spectra or you want to use Elementor, their essential toolkit might just be enough for you. Let me know in the comment section if you find this exciting and if this is what you are willing to try. I have the link to all the resources in the video description. You can check it out. Let me know your result in the comment section. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you can drop them in the comment. That's my time for this tutorial. If you find it useful, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to see more awesome tutorials like this from me on this channel. I'll see you in another one. Keep designing and keep winning.